Hello students, today we will learn the accounting treatment of bills of exchange, that is how to record the transactions in case of bills of exchange. For this we have to understand the different aspects of it. So bills of exchange has two aspects, that is according to the drawer and the drawee. So when we are recording the transactions in the books of accounts for the drawer, we categorize the bills of exchange as bills receivable, and this bills receivable is considered as an asset for the drawer. Okay, and second aspect is when we record the transactions in the books of drawee, it becomes bills payable for drawee. So bills payable is considered as a liability. Now we will discuss it in details through a sum. So here we have the first sum, where it is mentioned that on 2nd January 2017, Mr. A sold goods to Mr. B for rupees 30,000, and it is assumed as a credit sales, and drew a bill on Mr. B due after 3 months. That means after 3 months, Mr. B will pay him 30,000, and Mr. B accepted the bill and returned it to Mr. A. Now on the date of maturity or on the due date, Mr. B meets the bill, that means Mr. B pays the bill and the amount, and we are required to pass the journal entries in the books of Mr. A and Mr. B. Okay, now here is one important thing which you need to know, that is how to calculate the due date of the bill. Now for this we have to follow one rule. The rule is whenever the bill is being matured, that means in this case if I consider 2nd Jan and 3 months after 2nd Jan means 2nd of April, isn't it? But here is one rule which you have to follow it, that is on the date of maturity you have to add 3 more days to it, that is this period is known as days of grace. Okay, or period of grace, GRACE, grace. Okay, so then the due date becomes 5th of April, because 2nd Jan to 2nd April is 3 months, and then you have to add 3 days to it, so 5th of April is the maturity date of the bill. So on this day Mr. B will pay Mr. A 30,000 as the bill amount. Okay, now for this I have given a note below the sum, so you should go through it. Now let us come to the journal entries for it. So first entry is for these credit sales, that is on 2nd of Jan 2017, Mr. B account debit to sales. Then on the same date we have the bills receivable which is accepted from B. So bills receivable account debit to B's account, that means we are getting a bills receivable from B, so it is an asset, so it is debited. Okay, and the third entry, that is the due date for the bill on 5th of April 2017, since we are getting the bill amount, so it can be in cash or it can be in check, so cash or bank account debit to BR account. BR means bills receivable, so BR is the short form for bills receivable. Okay, so being amount of bill received, and below this I have given the note, that is how to calculate the due date or the maturity date of the bill. And now we will move on to the journal entries for drawee. So here we have the journal entries for drawee Mr. B. So first on 2nd of January we'll have purchase account debit to Mr. A account 30,000, then Mr. A account to bills payable, that is bill is accepted, and then we have on 5th April, that is bills payable to bank or cash. So till this much today. If you face any problem, kindly contact me. Thank you children.